Okay, where I've been, what I've been doing, and yada yada yada. I kind of fell off the internet for a while now. I've been active on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, sometimes, but not most of the time. But let's just be honest, I stopped blogging, I stopped doing all of those things because I feel like I lost myself completely. I'm not gonna deny it, I lost myself completely. I did post a video about it like a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, about what was going on. But for those of you who do not know, how did my downfall happen? I call this my downfall because I used to be this really productive girl. You guys have been following me for so long. You guys know this about me. I always used to post challenge videos. I used to challenge myself. I used to get ready. I used to do a lot of things in my life. My life is so interesting and colorful. But right now, I won't be able to say the same thing. I can't say it because my life has completely changed since that incident. And I always used to think that I was this really strong person, but I don't think I am, because this situation completely ruined the way I am, the way I used to be, and I keep trying to get back to that girl. And I feel like no one really understands me, not my friends, not my family. And I feel like whenever I talk about it, I feel like they look at me like I'm some weak bitch. Like, really, you can't get over it. But in reality, it really did affect me in such a way that it completely changed my life. And I think I was way too young to go through it. So for those of you who do not know, in 2023, my partner got into an accident, a car accident, and he suffered from severe traumatic brain injury, and it was just the worst. And if you don't know what traumatic brain injury is, it is one of the worst things that could happen to someone. I don't even know how to explain it, but for like a whole year, I was going from one ICU to another, from one intensive care to another, from one hospital to another, trying to get him to walk, trying to get him to talk, trying to get him to understand things. Just so you guys, if you don't know what traumatic brain injury is, it's when your brain gets hurt. And if you know that your brain controls every single thing. The way you understand things, the way you talk, the way you do things, every single thing. So just for your information, I had to teach him how to do every single thing. And I lost around, if I remember right, I lost around 15 kilograms in the span of like 3 weeks. Because from the moment I found out about the accident, I was not even in my own city. I was in a whole different city, trying to help him, changing diapers, taking care of him. And it was the worst time of my life. And I feel like for a girl who was only 22 years old, that was a lot on me, because I had to do a lot of things on my own. And I feel like nobody will ever understand what happened to me at that time. My health is still in such a bad position, in such a bad condition after that, because can you imagine losing 15 kilograms in just 3 weeks? That is so unhealthy. I was not getting my periods. I was not eating anything at all. My body was literally so ruined, to the point that my partner who got into the accident became much healthier, and he's so much more healthier now than me because I still have a lot of issues going on in my body. I'm still sick. I'm still mentally sick as well. So, that's just that. But yeah, I feel like I was already going through depression, but after this whole situation, I was dealing with this for one whole year. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this thing. And I feel like I went into this big hole of depression that I couldn't get myself out of. And I feel like I'm still not out of it. I have the motivation, I have the willpower to get out of it, but I feel like, I'm not, I don't know what's wrong with me. And everyone keeps asking me to, post on YouTube, post something on YouTube, get back to blogging. Here's the thing. Right now, I'm not in the position to do challenge videos or anything like that, because I can't actually do all of those things, because I just cannot do it. And whenever I do post something that I can just sit and talk, which I love to do, I feel like people don't like my content. So I'm like, you know what? Who am I really posting this for? But I feel like my videos do help some people. So for those of you who are watching, no matter what content it is, no matter if it's something you want to watch or not, but you still watch my videos, I really love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, because this is really what I need right now. I really want to get back to blogging. I really want to start doing everything that I used to do before. But a part of me is like, you know what? maybe this is just who I am. You know, my trauma, I survived my trauma, and now it's just, this is the way I am. Maybe I'm not that bright person I used to be. Maybe I'm not that fun, productive, and just amazing girl I used to be. I am productive, but in different ways now, you know? And sometimes I want to return that girl who I used to be before. I want to be that girl I used to be before. But then a part of me is like, do I really want to go there again? Maybe, just maybe I'm not that girl anymore. You know, maybe I have to let that girl go and accept the girl that I am right now. But a part of me just doesn't want to do that. I just want to be that bright girl, that happy girl. I just want to be that productive girl. And I really want to get into therapy again, because I feel like I really need that help. Because I don't really like talking about my problems with my family or friends. And especially if you know, I have brown parents and they don't really understand this whole thing with depression. They don't really understand how it works, how much of a toll it takes on someone's life. So I'm not really gonna get into that. But anyways, right now, giving you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on in my life. I graduated from law school. After that, I got my master's degree in law. So I have my master's in law. Am I working? Yes, I do work, but I'm not in the law field, which I'm completely grateful for, because right now I'm not ready to practice being a lawyer. And I'm okay with that, because I can be a lawyer anytime I want in my life. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm working. I am trying to get into, you know, getting a stable life first. So right now I'm working on my mental health. I'm giving myself time. I just want to take one thing at a time, one day at a time, and just get everything done slowly. You know, just fix everything very slowly. Because I feel like even after the accident happened in 2023. So till 2024 I was, you know, doing everything. Actually till 2024 around December I was doing every single thing. You know, I had to do a lot of things. I was studying law, I was giving my exams, and taking care of a disabled person. It's difficult, okay? It is the worst thing ever. I mean, not worst thing, I mean, it's the worst thing that could happen to me, because it took a huge piece of me, if I'm gonna be really honest. So yeah, and this year 2025, I was like, you know what, I have to focus on myself again. I have to get that energy back into myself. But the past 6 months I've been dealing with depression, and I have been having a really hard time. So it's very difficult for me to get back right now. So I'm trying to do it very slowly. So the update is that, but right now I'm finally out of that depression phase. I'm not out of it completely, but right now I'm willing to take a step towards healing. I'm willing to take a step towards actually sticking to my healing journey, because every single time I tried to heal, I would fall back into that space, because I would let go of myself. You know, I lost the meaning of life. I'm gonna be honest with that. I don't even know what I'm living for. I never thought I would be in this position in life, because I used to always be this positive person. I used to always look at things in a very positive way. And in my life, a lot of shit happened after that and before that, but I used to be very strong. But I feel like I'm very weak right now. The content that I make in my comfort zone. So I really hope that you guys like the content that I'm making. If you don't, I mean, I can apologize for that, but yeah, I just make content that resonates with me more, and content that I feel like making. So yeah, and if you guys are not following me on Instagram, do follow me. I'm trying to get back on, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. I'm trying to get back on social media, kind of, you know, little by little. Yesterday I started with cleaning my entire apartment, getting rid of some old stuff, getting rid of any memories, anything that, you know, takes me back to that really bad place. So I am making tiny little steps. And they also say that your hair holds memories. So I'm thinking of cutting my hair and getting back short hair. I'm not really sure I'm gonna do that, because I want to be in my feminine energy, and I feel more feminine when my hair is long and, you know, nice and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's the update on my life. I want to set up a few new goals this year. I want to actually work towards something finally, because I feel like the last couple of years I've been focusing on someone else because I had to do it. I wanted to do it, and I don't regret it, because I helped someone I saved someone's life. So I am more than grateful I got the opportunity to do that. I'm pretty sure I'll get the good deed back in return someday by God. So yeah, That's just that. That's the update. Once I get out of this phase of mine, I really want to set some goals for myself. Maybe get back on YouTube, be more consistent. Maybe go for 1 million YouTube subscribers. Maybe go for 100,000 subscribers on Instagram. I don't know. I'm gonna set up some goals. Maybe I'd start a family. I don't know. But yeah, I just hope you guys stick around to see what's going on in my life. If you guys missed me, let me know in the comment section down below, because it really does motivate me. All this time that I haven't posted anything on social media, I feel like a lot of people have unfollowed me, forgotten me, and they're just, I don't know, maybe something like that. That is why maybe if you just leave a comment, let me know that you guys are still here and you guys would love to see my content. I would definitely love that. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys. Bye bye.